Good evening, and we are back. We know we are grateful to be here, class. I know we're going to be doing a lot of things online. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Let's dig into our text, Leaders of Learning. I want you to go ahead and turn to the introduction. We're going to start on page 1. And as it says here, we want to, at that last paragraph, it's time to let go of the myth of the charismatic individual leader who has it all figured out. And school improvement is about people improvement. Through the course of this work, we're going to be learning about how to work through leadership teams, how to work through the teachers in your building, how to get the most out of everybody and multiplying their talent. On page 3 of the intro of our text, it says that in that highlighted paragraph, our most effective teachers show that great teaching is leadership. In every highly effective classroom, we find a teacher who, like any great leader, rallies team members around an ambitious vision of success. So, great teaching is great leadership in every school. Now we go to chapter 1. School improvement means people improvement. I want you to think of the pages where he talks about the denial, where we talk about between 1960 and the year 2000, the percentage of Americans 25 years of age and older with a high school diploma almost doubled from 41 to 80%. And we talk about America's schools getting better, but as we see, more than 1/3 of America's high school graduates take remedial courses. An assistant has 30% of its students drop out of high school and has 1/3 of its graduates enter higher education requiring remediation. The promise of our education system is not at its best. It's not at its highest right now. As we talk about this quiz, I want you to look at and focus on the failed strategies. The failed strategies. We talk about a scripted curriculum. We talk about incentivizing teachers. We also talk about the flawed assumptions, which start on page 14 and 15. Vouchers is a flawed strategy. We need to find more ways to fail schools. And the outspoken assumption of all these strategies, if you look at page 15 on that second paragraph, is that teachers have lacked the sufficient motivation to lead these schools. So they say teachers just lack motivation, but we know that's not true. It's not the unwillingness of the teachers to work hard or because they are disinterested in the well-being of their students. They don't have a collective capacity, and that's what we have to build with our teachers, a collective capacity to motivate, to educate all of our students. Remember, school improvement means people improvement. I want you to look at, as we have on school improvement means people improvement, I want you to look at what we have, some of those things that we're looking at, some of the fundamental challenges of school improvement, and let's consider 3 of the strategies that have been offered. They talk about stipulating that teachers present scripted lessons. That's on page 17. Another strategy, recruit more capable people to the profession. Another one, focus improvement efforts on building the collective capacity of educators to meet the challenge that they face. And I want you, lastly, for this chapter, to look at creating the conditions for continuous school improvement. And look at the big ideas, be able to understand the 3 ideas that drive the PLC process. And I want to just tell you this. The people in your school have to be hungry for evidence. That's big idea 3, but I want us to be really particular about big idea 3. Everybody in the school setting has to be hungry for evidence of student learning. And they use that evidence to drive continuous improvement for the professional learning community process. All right? That finishes our time. Again, I want you to go ahead and read the district's role in supporting the PLC process. More particularly, I want you to focus on page 31 and 32. Focus on results. Schools will analyze data from common assessments to identify students who need additional time and support, and schools will act on the information that they receive. Using research-based methodologies, they will plan, they will do, they will study, they will act. Remember, plan, you do, you study, and you act. PDSA. That's page 32 for Leaders of Learning. And I want you guys to have a great night. Stay refreshed. Take this time to read and study. Spend time with your family. Don't forget, always wash your hands. And I'm signing off. Have a good one. Bye-bye.